settled into Tampa's Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Strong with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings in Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now Allen off the play action. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. He dodged the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Baker now off to play fake. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On the give, this is Irving. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Irving on 2nd. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Irving on the counter. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Give him 5 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka, and that brings up third down. Well, with how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock, not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Third down, here's Mayfield. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Strong with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the results. We've set it down from 37. First down throw for Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Shakir in motion right. Escapes a defender. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Working from the the gun. It's Allen. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a second quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Baker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Motion man left is Egbuka. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Running back sent in motion. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going for it himself. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Running with Irving again on 2nd. Galloping inside the 40. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Again for the first time to Rashad White. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Rashad White touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ty Johnson now to return. Jukes away from one. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Allen. Steps up and he's running with it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Allen setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, Allen. It's his running back. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Avante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
To the air again, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Allen on 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They kick the running back in motion. Shakir in motion right. Throwing now on first down, Allen. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. He motioned the tight end over. Second down. Here's Allen again. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Looking to throw. He's got hands on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Mayfield on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again is Baker. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right side. And This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pulled in by his back, right. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll toss it here to Irving. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Irving here from the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now Allen off the play action. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
It's a designed run for Allen. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Allen on the play action. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
From the red zone now. It's inside the 10. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 3 now. Option design here. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Allen on 3rd and short. Pass it down close. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Davis is in for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. He dodged the tackle. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. This our last play of the quarter. First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So first down from the 41. Baker now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Sending a tight end in motion left. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 23 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
A tight end in motion now. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this one doesn't go far.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your work.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He put a receiver in motion left. From the gun, Mayfield. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again! And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's fourth and long.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing.
Sends this to the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Dive play straight ahead. He finds space, middle of the field. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers, and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. The give to Irving to start this drive. And some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down now, ball at the 33. Mayfield now off the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Emeka Egbuka, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Completed to his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
That's incomplete left side. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes it down to the 33. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
First down now, ball at the 33. Baker now from the gun. This is hauled in by Ahn on the right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. Baker Mayfield, the touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Now design run. It's Allen. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.